Hello and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I'm Ramona and today's reading is how can you make your life happier? So just whatever the cards come up with of any suggestions that you could do to make your life happier. And for the timestamps, you can take a look in the description box along with my contact information if you're interested in a private personal reading. And I'm also having a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. And if you would like to make a donation to my channel, there's Cash App and PayPal. And I'd appreciate a gift of any amount. And we will just introduce the piles and then get into your reading. The first pile is an amethyst. Pile number 2 is citrine. Pile number 3 is rose quartz. So go ahead, pick your pile or piles, and we'll get into your reading. Hi, pile 1. This is your reading if you chose the amethyst. And this reading is, what can you do to make your life happier? In the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, we have the Sun. Then we have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and from the Lightseer Tarot deck, we have Justice, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. From the Goddess Power Tarot deck, we have card number 43, Persephone in Experience. Then from the Energy Oracle deck, we have card number 19, Rest and Rejuvenation. Then from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, we have Intention. And it says, intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. Next is Joy is the Ultimate Creator, and that's from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck. Next from the Magical Spell deck, we have card number 39, Safe Home. I cast the circle round about, safety now is beyond doubt. And card number 30 is Health. Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring to me your health and might. All right, the first things that are coming through with the Sun card, we have the Sun, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. And this is asking you to bring some more lighthearted energy into your life. Maybe spend time with children, spend time with childhood friends. And also this Inexperience card, I think it's tapping into your inner child, allowing yourself freedom to be yourself, like to really get into play. Go play outside. Play in the rain, play in the sun. Do something lighthearted. Possibly if you can get around children or animals and playing with children or animals and really getting into that energy of releasing yourself from restraints and cutting yourself free and maybe thinking about some of those things you enjoyed and liked as a child and participating in those activities. If you liked finger painting, actually physically getting your hands dirty do some of that. Also, there's two representations of sunflowers here. Maybe get yourself some sunflowers, and there's a lot of yellow. So maybe surrounding yourself or wearing some bright colors, wearing bright colors or coloring your hair a bright color, surrounding yourself with flowers, or going to a botanical garden if there's anything in your area, or if you have your own garden, or just buying some flowers, doing something with flowers just to brighten up your area, brighten up your face. If you want to wear colored contacts, colored makeup, the brighter colored clothing, getting in touch with your authentic self and allowing yourself to go out and have a good time, get together with friends. And I'm feeling a very youthful energy here. So yes, children, young people, getting in touch with your inner child, getting inspired, re-inspired by your passions, reigniting that fire. And with this intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true, and joy is the ultimate creator. And I'm thinking of manifestations. To not take, so whatever you're trying to create in your life in general, whether you're officially doing like law of attraction work, to set those intentions. Pink could be a color for you, moths, butterflies, and this painting, just like this, like just throwing paint on something, just throwing caution to the wind, I'm hearing for you. But to write your intentions for joy, write your intentions for what you want to create, that lighthearted energy. Think about smaller things, not these big, heavy things. But like, yeah, I want to take an art class. I want to go to the park and swing on a swing. I don't care how old you are, or slide down the slide. I want to go to the trampoline park. I want to, if it's fall or you have a place with trees, I want to go and make a big leaf pile, or if you have snow available, and jump into that. I'm just feeling some very childlike energy. It's going to really, really help you create a happier life for yourself. Maybe even look at butterflies. Go to a zoo. And also, preparing for travel or some kind of adventure, plan a trip. Even if you can't foresee affording this trip or this vacation, or plan your dream trip. Even actually do research, create a budget for it of what you would need, not even realistically, but unrealistically. Where would you want to go? What would you want to do? Who would you want to do it with? What foods do you want to eat? What places do you want to go? What activities do you want to do? Like, take the time to really explore your dreams and yourself and what you want to do. And even like I said, planning this trip or planning this vacation or planning an adventure. Or say if you wanted to decorate your house in a certain way, even if you don't have the money right now, write it out, make this plan, or like go on a place like Pinterest and find the pictures and the inspiration and just, create it so you can look at it, so you can see it, so you can think about it. And also, in order to make your life happier, you can definitely get some rest, take some time to meditate, to align yourself. I'm feeling breathing, deep breaths, breath work, being in the moment, maybe doing some yoga, doing some stretching, some spiritual work with some crystals, And even surrounding yourself with different crystals, whatever you find beautiful, whatever you find attractive and pretty, and surrounding yourself with good scents, maybe aromatherapy, look into that. But definitely to take life-work balance. We have 2 twos here, and then rest and rejuvenation. So what kind of balance do you want to create in your life? This is coming into harmony and balance within yourself. So you got 2 11s here, 11, 11. So walking through this doorway of what does balance mean to you? What is most important to you? Figuring out, and that comes with your intentions. What really is your greatest priority? Is it that job? Is it your children? Is it your friends? Is it your health? Is it your well-being? So investing that time in yourself and in those things that are your highest priorities in life. And considering like the maintenance tasks for yourself, for your health. Because this is talking about your health. So working on your health, maybe drinking more water, focusing on more fruits and vegetables. Maybe you've been looking into getting something more organic, fresher foods, if you can, seeds and nuts, maybe thinking about different supplements, any type of exercise or workout plan that you want to start to implement, taking that time for movement, like just physical movement, maybe taking walks in nature, getting in touch with nature, really planning on not only your physical health, but your mental and emotional health. What makes you feel joyful? What kind of music? Surround yourself with music. Take that time to really enjoy life because you don't get a second chance. Be in the moment. Really savor those things that you enjoy doing. And it does feel like your safety and your home being safe is important to you. So that can make you happier to, if there's any way for you to make any upgrades to your home, or I'm thinking a dog, I don't know, a fence, just something around your home, somehow, some way to make your home safer. Or you could just do cleansing rituals, get some grounding stones and protection stones for your home, maybe doing a little, walk around your house and do prayers of protection around it or something like that. And I think, and also do meditations maybe of your home's protection. So it'll make you feel safer, and also call in, angelic protection or the protection of source, spirit, to make you feel safer and more secure. I do feel like that you have a need to feel safe and secure. So just really thinking about what makes you feel safe and secure, and indulging in those activities of whatever you need to do to create a safety zone for yourself and a sanctuary, yourself or your home, your family. Another thing, it looks like with this 8 of Swords, I do feel like the 8 of Swords is kind of like, a self-protection. So like putting, barriers around yourself. But I think this is talking about, first of all, when I see this card, I think about doing mirror work. That's someone who needs to not ignore what's going on around them and not ignore their thoughts about things. To pay attention to your thoughts around yourself, who you are, because this person is reflecting in the mirror and they just feel like they are restricted by things, but really those things are their own restrictions and their own thinking. So paying attention to your thoughts and how you think about yourself, and freeing yourself from those limitations that really aren't limitations. They could be just false beliefs. And I'm feeling false beliefs around yourself and who you are and what you can accomplish. Or a sense of overwhelm. Like, how could I do all this? I'm already overwhelmed. I have so much to do. that's why you need to sit back and reprioritize your life. And really, what is important? We have, and we could very well be, reincarnate and all those things. But think of it, this is the life you have to live. How do you want to experience it every single day? Because when we rush and hurry through life, we're really rushing through all of it. I can't wait until this happens. I can't wait until that happens. And you just want to rush to get to those points. And we're really, where are we rushing to? We're rushing to the end. But to really enjoy those moments and enjoy whatever you're doing. So that is what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that inspired and encouraged you. And please like and comment with a sunflower or some kind of flower if that resonated at all with you. And subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I upload new content most days. And I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Hi, pile 2. This is your reading if you chose the Citrine crystal. And this is what you can do to make your life happier. We'll pull out the cards and we'll talk about them. From the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, we have the Fool. Then we have the Justice card. And the 7 of Cups. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the King of Swords. And the 7 of Cups again. And then we have the Knight of Swords. From the Goddess Power Oracle deck, we have card number 24, Ishtar Communion. Next, we have from the Energy Oracle deck, card number 38, 4th Chakra, Archangel Raphael. From the Wild Offering Oracle deck, we have Contentment. You can learn rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here, resting in God. From the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck, we have I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. And from the Magical Spell deck, we have card 17, Courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. And card number 37, Fertility. Let all take root, seed and sprout, let new life be all about. Okay, in order to make your life happier, the very, very, very first thing that comes up, the very first thing, it's like kind of the first and the last card I see this in. It's having the courage to take that leap of faith. What has been in your heart? What has been the risk you've been afraid to take or you think is too great? But in what ways are you allowing fear or the unknown, or just fear of the unknown, to hold you back in your life? What is it you really want that you're hesitating about taking the leap of faith? Because I really think this is saying, take that risk, take that leap of faith into the unknown, take that new step into that new journey. There's like a new journey, a new path that is calling out to you. And with the 7 of Cups twice, I feel you have a lot of dreams. You have a lot of fantasies that you should take that time too. That's another thing. I think it's telling you with 2 7 of Cups, it looks like you do have a lot of dreams and fantasies. And I think it's calling you, Spirit's calling you to really take that time to daydream. Take that time to fantasize. Get into, what do you really want? dream about it, fantasize about it, think about it. Just indulge in those fantasies. Indulge in, what would, if you could do anything, what would you do? And who would you do it with? Where would you go? What kind of life would you create for yourself? I think the world is open to you and you have all these different options. And so take that time to indulge and fantasize and think about those different options and really play them out in your mind. To really take that time to think. We have the King of Swords here. I'm thinking indulging also, because we have Justice is Libra, and then we have, I believe that's Aries. But with the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords, I feel that you also have a great level of curiosity. So I think this is asking you to become curious. Learn new things. If there were things that you've wanted to learn, invest in them. Invest in mental pursuits. Invest in learning new things. And jump on that. Jump on that. Don't just sit back and wait. Once you have that idea that to go after it, take that first step. You want to take some adventure, like this guy, this Knight of Swords. He's running to go to hit that motorcycle there and to go off and go on that adventure. This is like taking that step forward on one of these dreams, one of these fantasies. That first step. You don't have to take the whole journey right away. Take the first step. Jump into it. Jump into it. And this is not saying jump into it with, something dangerous. Obviously use your own discernment. But there is a new path calling you to be courageous and creating your destiny, indulging in these fantasies. I'm feeling you're probably a person who always wants to do the right thing. Probably for everybody. And you're very up in your head. You're very thoughtful. And this is not saying don't do the right thing, but to not overthink it like you would tend to do, because there seems to be a lot of overthinking here. So rather than overthinking, to finally just take that risk on one of your dreams towards this new path of whatever you've been considering. It's like the ground is fertile, the time is fertile for you to do this thing, to start to invest. And rather than having it all be in the ethers, in your imagination and your mind, to jump on it, do it, move forward. I think you're going to have very quick momentum with this Knight of Swords. This is asking you also to really get into your heart space and into the mysteries of life. Believe in the impossible. Believe in unicorns, man. Maybe you are the unicorn. This could be asking you also to, maybe do something crazy. And for some people, this might not be too crazy, but for you, maybe it would be. Dye your hair purple. Here's some more purple over here. Maybe look into developing your psychic gifts somehow, or just developing and opening your third eye, opening your heart chakra. Maybe there is a love interest here, and maybe that's what it's calling you to do, to just follow your heart in this matter. I just feel like your mind is always going. So to release yourself from the logical mind and getting yourself into your heart space and following that heart. Because I do believe you're being called towards a path that you're hesitating. And to indulge in fantasy and not thinking about what all could go wrong or what is the right thing to do. Not saying you should check your morals at the door, keep your moral compass intact, and you can still follow your dreams, keeping your moral compass intact. And take that leap of faith. And, you know, what has been, like, I see people doing different things with their hair here. Maybe, like, there's this just crazy outfit you want to wear to throw caution to the wind. Really feel like you're a person who overthinks, does the right thing, has their ducks in order. There's probably dreams and fantasies and places that your heart is leading you to, and maybe you don't want to indulge it. I think this is saying to indulge in that fantasy, indulge in those fairy tales, indulge in those mythological stories. Like there's something you wanted to create that you want. It's like the ground is fertile. It's like maybe you've grown, like this says contentment, which could encourage a person to appreciate what they have, which is a good thing, and living in gratitude. And there's growth here twice. What I focus on will grow. So focus on what you want to grow in your life. And it has similar coloring too with this red. But I think this contentment card is asking you to come out of that place of contentment and take that risk. And communion. That's coming in harmony and like going out for dinner or getting together with people of a like mind or others of a like mind, to commune with others. And what are those things that maybe you want to do? Maybe it's like getting to an event. If you're an artist, going to an art event or crafts. Or if you are into sports, get into an event like that. Or motorcycle riding, getting to that event. Like going somewhere where there are other people of like mind. And I do feel some of you would very much feel happier if you indulge in intellectual pursuits, because it's like you do have these intellectual cards. So if there was education that you wanted to do, or more research that you wanted to do on something, or games that challenge your mind, maybe chess for some of you, maybe some kinds of, strategy games or something like that, that might be better for you. And also maybe there's something you physically want to grow. Maybe even your family. Maybe you want to grow your family, or you want to grow your friend circle. What do you desire to grow? Because it says what you focus on will grow. So here's a couple of things of like really, and I think the Fool is also starting that seed. And I think this pile is particularly for people who knows there's a risk to be taken, and you probably have all of these dreams and all these fantasies and all these possibilities that you're not making a reality right now because they're way too far up in your head. And I think you in some way need to step outside the box and take some practical action toward that which you want to grow, not to stay in that space of contentment and safety. Not that you should do unsafe things, like I said, but we create our own restrictions by staying within what we feel is safety, where it's just keeping us stuck. To really open your heart. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. So I think this is being honest and being truthful with yourself about what do you really desire. Focus on that, because that's what you're going to grow. And take that positively inspired action. Don't be afraid. Get together with those like-minded people. Pursue some intellectual stimulation for yourself. I think that's going to make you feel happier. All right, so that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope that inspired and encouraged you, and you have a beautiful and blessed day. Please like and comment on this with a, I don't know, a little clown or something. Because you got the Fool. So that's not saying be foolish, but you know, little clown or whatever else you would like. And subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And I upload new content almost every day. So I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Thank you so much for coming. Hope to see you again soon. Hi, pile 3. This is your reading if you chose the rose quartz crystal. And this is, what can you do to make your life happier? We'll pull out the cards and talk about them. We got the Hanged Man. And we got the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Death card. From the Light Seer's Tarot deck, we have the Four of Swords. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords. From the Goddess Power Oracle deck, we have card number 49, Spider-Woman, Co-Creation. Then from the Energy Oracle deck, we have card number 37, Third Chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Next, from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, we have Striving. Eventually, the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. Right away, I think instead of trying to force things to happen via your ego, to learn how to surrender and go with the flow and practice surrender. Surrender is your first card with the Hanged Man. This is saying surrender. So release that need to control. Easier said than done, I know. Okay. The universe has your back. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. And I think that ties in here too, of gaining a new perspective to see what is of the highest good. Whether the universe or he has positioned himself this way, he's positioned in such a way that he is going to see everything, maybe not everything, but he's going to see from a new perspective. Like he's physically hanging himself upside down in order to get that new perspective. And I feel like if you are not already feeling like you're in this stuck place, but if you are, that is going to be your biggest thing of like maybe looking at different opinions or different spiritual bents, or looking at and introducing yourself to things that other people, maybe you don't even agree with it, but just, you know, like gaining that other perspective and trying to understand where other people are coming from, or why other people believe what they do, or physically taking yourself to a new perspective. Go higher on the mountains, climb a tree, or go into caves. If you, it's like literally taking a different, like going somewhere else, either mentally, spiritually, intellectually, among different groups of people, or a different physicality, a different physical location in order to gain a new perspective. And that, I think that's really going to help you to surrender and to let go and to be more free and ultimately make your life more happy. So that's an interesting message. And we have, from the Magical Spell deck, we have card number 9, Peace. Bridget, goddess, in your sacred name, a light within me, peace is flame. And I'm going to put that over here because of this card. Card number 32, confidence. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. So confidence, both of these are about confidence and feeling good about yourself, feeling good in your own skin, taking initiative to do what you want, what you like. This is working on your solar plexus chakra. So maybe working on your solar plexus chakra, which is kind of above your navel, but below your heart there. And it's yellow. So yellow may help you. Also wearing oranges or surrounding yourself with those different colors. To do some affirmations about yourself, about your ego. You may, because like this whole idea of letting go as well and going with the flow, oftentimes when we're trying to control things, people, or events, even if it's in more subtle ways, it's like, it's not even, I'm not saying you're a manipulative person or anything, but that desire to control things, make them happen in a certain way, is to protect ourselves. And it's like, because of a lack of confidence, and sometimes, or maybe you don't believe you deserve all that you deserve, or you don't feel good enough, or something like that. But this is telling you to really work on that confidence. And like, he's holding this ball of yellow in his hands, and she's holding this in her hands. So I'm feeling like some kind of an offering, even an offering to yourself, or an offering of, I don't know, I'm thinking fire. So if you do spell work, like maybe candle magic, and really working on those affirmations and your solar plexus chakra, I think may be helpful for you, because there's definitely that question here. And then, you know, this is working on mending your heart, and I think that's creating a nest for yourself, nesting for yourself, creating your home as a sanctuary, or a sanctuary for yourself, where you can heal your heart, where you can be totally open, where you can be yourself, where you don't have to like do anything to impress people. You don't have to do anything with your hair. You don't have to freaking take a shower today if you don't want to. We're not talking about every day, just sometimes, you know, to really be able to set yourself free, to just let go with the flow, have some time to relax, to be at peace, to create this sacred space for yourself, to just, I feel there's like a creation of sacred space too, and I think where you could just be free and be free to be yourself. I think you're a go-getter, you're a creator, you've gone through, and I'm thinking Scorpio, but you've gone through major transformations, and you've had endings. And I think you go towards things to make things happen, and that's a very good thing. And I'm thinking this is also saying for you to make sure wherever you're putting your energy, or whomever you're giving your energy into, make sure you're getting that back as well. You know, equal return for your investments. And use your own discernment of, is this an equal... Obviously, if we're taking care of a kid, we're not going to get an equal return for our investment. But in work, in friendship, and different things like that, make sure you're not the one over giving and like really like being this people pleaser. I'm feeling a little bit of people pleasing energy. You may have depleted yourself. Excuse me, to help other people. And this spider woman, co-creation, I'm feeling like getting into a very fierce energy for you is going to be helpful. And also with the spider and how the spider makes the web, and that, like, creating that sanctuary for yourself. And see, has a red shirt, and she has this red around her. So I still think it's that sanctuary you're creating for you. And this is going to bring the superhero in you. This is going to bring that dynamic, I don't even know if it's a word. The dynamics, like dynamicism. I can't even say the word dynamicism. No. But it's going to bring out your, it's passion's not even the word. I feel you're a very dynamic type of person. You like have this magnetic type of energy that maybe you don't see. You have this ability to come up with new ideas and create things, and I think your energy is dynamic. Like it shifts energy wherever your energy shifts energy wherever it goes, wherever you go. You're like electrifying, I'm feeling. And really having that sanctuary and taking that new perspective. And I think the Ace of Swords also is about gaining that new perspective. And I'm thinking it's very much transforming perspective as one, and getting into those new experiences or with people who have a different perspective than you do, or physically getting a new perspective, whether going up in the mountains or going somewhere in lower locations, in caves or in a tree house. I don't know, physically getting into different locations or putting yourself mentally into different scenarios that's not things you've experienced. That's one of those things that's going to make your life happier. Making sure that the energy you give out to others and to things is the energy you are receiving back. Working on your confidence and your affirmations and creating a sanctuary for yourself. Like with the spider web and this nest, I'm feeling a sanctuary where your hurt is healing. Because you do have this dynamic, electrifying energy that changes and shifts the energy. And I'm feeling like, a quick shift like that. Boom. You shift the energy where you go. And I think in some degree that's like drained your energy. That's what I'm looking for. So just like recalculating these things for yourself. And I think doing these things are definitely going to make your life happier. And also your sacral chakra. There's a lot of orange here. I see orange here, 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 and here. Your sacral chakra. So working on that as well. And that's probably in harmony and union, because we have red, and then we have the orange, and then we have that. So the orange is your sexual and creative energy. Maybe working into that, and that may help your confidence as well. To feel sexy, to feel in your power. I feel to do stuff also that makes you feel sexy. Grounded for sure, but also that stuff that makes you feel sexy. Dress up in a way that makes you feel sexy. Put on cologne or perfume. Just make yourself look and feel sexy. Do dances that make you feel sexy. I don't care. But just, get into that sexy, creative energy, because I feel like you are all that in a bag of chips, and you have that dynamic energy shifting energy that can be very explosive. And I think, gaining all of these new perspectives and having that sanctuary, doing all of these things, and we've talked about a lot, and hopefully you remember some of it, because I don't remember everything. But I do think that makes you a very powerful energy, and is going to really improve the happiness in your life as you do all those things. So obviously use your own discernment. So if you resonate with that reading at all, please like it, comment with a little heart or a spider. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I do upload new content almost every day. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day or night anywhere you are in the world. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Alrighty, goodbye.